going on, y'all? It's your boy Malik Titus Bridges back with another banger. Uh, it's been a little minute. I'm gonna do my very best to stay consistent weekly. Um, a lot of moving parts, a lot of things going on, but it's never an excuse. Which brings me into the topic of this discussion, which is going to be opportunity and momentum. I want to talk about opportunity and momentum kind of go hand in hand, where when one occurs, the other one is not far behind. Um, Example: if somebody invites you to go vent at a festival and you go, um, that's the opportunity, right? Just by you showing up to that event, wherever it may be, you have the potential to meet other people that are throwing festivals, potential clients. In my case, if you're an artist or any kind of entrepreneur, and then you know, then from there you have the opportunity for momentum. I'm gonna turn this heat off. Um, I don't know what the audio is gonna sound like. I'm kind of gonna just play this all in one take, so whatever happens, happens, and I'll just do better next time. But yeah, that's just one great example, and I feel like a lot of people sometimes slow their own momentum down, and that can be due to a bunch of different reasons. One reason that I see a lot of times is afraid of success. Believe it or not, it's like people are afraid of success. It's scary being in new environments, being in new scenarios. You know, it's uncomfortable doing new things, meeting new people, traveling to new places, which a lot of opportunities involved in traveling. I do as much traveling as I can. I'm in the city, New York City, that is, as often as I can. Um, Art Basel, I'm gonna go for the first time this year. I'm gonna hit Atlanta and do something. Because I got my art show, Faces and Figures, New York City, August 30th, 6 p.m. Almost have a location for you guys to share. To be determined, TBA, but it's in New York. It's in New York. So regardless, you'll be able to get wherever in New York. So just know it's in New York. August 30th, Faces and Figures, my solo show, and I'm very excited about that. More about that later. Um, yeah, opportunities and momentum. Like I said, they're hand in hand. When one presents itself, the other one is not far. Um, I'll give an example for me. I was recently had the opportunity to go to Freeze. It's a international art fair. Here is boom. So here is the newsletter that they were giving away at the Freeze. You have galleries. These people, this article they're talking about the new curators at the Met. Um, Chelsea Market ads. This is kind of like a luxury newsletter for galleries, art collectors, art enthusiasts, luxury brands, and stuff like that, right? Yeah. Low Gallery on the back. I believe that's a gallery. Um, but yeah, mind you, right? And to get into things like this, it's not cheap, people. It's not cheap. It's not cheap. There's a reason that there's an expensive price tag on some of these events. I believe it's to um, separate the serious and the not serious. It separates the ragamons, lack of a better word. You know what I'm saying? People just casually coming in there bullshitting. Because these are serious people that got bread, and I was blessed to be invited um, to come along, and I was just excited. We get there, I meet Luis Mendez. He's a world-renowned photographer from Harlem. He's been shooting with the same camera since the 50s. Didn't know who he was when I met him though, but opportunity, right? Which gets that momentum. You know, got his picture. Me and my cousin, we went. We got our picture taken by him, um, and that was like a yeah, that was like a real jewel and a real blessing. Matter of fact, oh, matter of fact, by the way, I'm making sure I'm lit up. That was one thing I'm hearing. It's my video's too dark. Matter of fact, so this light bulb, this bulb, is from Luis Mendez's camera. So he has one of those big old-fashioned cameras with a big light that like poofs, and you only get one usage out of this. Mind you, he is not cheap, right? Good art isn't cheap, and cheap art isn't good. So you know, it was a pretty price tag for him to take the picture, but he was real smooth with it. Like he kind of, we kind of spoke to him, and then he kind of like coerced my cousin into purchasing. But mind you, he's a professional photographer as well, so he clearly understood the reason and why it should cost that much, and it does. Mind you, so Luis Mendez gave me this, gifted me this um, after. So this is really cool. So I'm gonna keep this as long as I can, you know, until it gets lost or whatever. But anyway, we get into this show. Back check, of course, right? These are serious art collectors, art goers. Mind you, some of these people have like thousands, if not millions of dollars on them in the bank. Have no problem spending 20K easy. 20K, that's like $25. You know what I'm saying? Those pieces up there for 20, 50, 75K flying off the shelves, red dots on them. So that being said, it's not the number. Your collectors, your clients are gonna purchase your art regardless of the price tag. You know what I'm saying? The number is not the issue. It's finding the right collectors that value your work at a priceless ticket. Those are the people that you should find. So you know, we get in there, we're moving around. Mind you, these galleries, they don't know who anyone is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, everyone paid this ticket to get in here. There's like critics, art collectors, whatever, right? So it's like all of the galleries have to treat everyone super nice, which is cool, right? Mind you, right? I counted Black Americans, including me and my cousin, 4. I'm talking about like Black Americans, 4. You know, there was a lot of Africans in there, but there was not that many Black Americans, like Black people, which Black is saying, yeah, you're already American if you're Black, if that makes sense to people. But anyway, yeah, it was a very mixed culturally, very mixed. Like I said, international. There's a lot of Eastern European, like I said, Africans. People from Mexico. Met this really cool lady that had, invited us to Mexico. So if you see me in Mexico, at some point, just know the opportunity and the momentum from this show has got me there. I got my passport, haven't even used it yet, so I'm excited. If I don't use it before then, you know, so it's beautiful art in this place. Beautiful art. I'm just like blown away. Yeah, it was beautiful. It was awesome. Mind you, just last week I went to the International Furniture Show. I have a, let's see what I got. What do I got from the show? So here's a book. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me show you guys my badge. Again, these events are not cheap, people, and this one was so serious where it's like you needed ID, you had to get this badge with your name, what company you was with. Yeah, so that's, you know, there's that. You know, this card, this is some furniture designer or studio. Yeah, right here you guys can see. So this is one of the example. This is one of those thick cards too. You know, furniture and accessory collection 2025 books. Like, look how thick this book is. You know what I'm saying? this like beautiful furniture in its place. And again, right? So this one is at the Staples Center. The art show was at the Shed, which is near Chelsea, in the Chelsea area. So this one was at the Staples Center. Um, so they're both by the piers and stuff. So just look at this stuff. Y'all can only imagine the quality and quantity actually of furniture designers, studios, artists. They had schools from all over the world there. Met these really cool students. They were like just mad chill. Probably the youngest and the chillest people there. Even that was surprising. Like to know the age. It's like, there was a few younger people, but these places are like established people, millionaires, different interior designers go to these things to find the newest and latest technologies and furniture design and all kinds of cool stuff. And two things stuck out for me at this international. Let me get the exact name. This was the ICFF, International Contemporary Furniture Fair. ICFF. Mind you, if you would have seen that, you'd probably like, what the fuck is that? Exactly. So two things. That's four. Two things there to me that stuck out at this furniture event. So apparently they've been developing for a couple years now a synthetic mushroom infused cotton. So they grow it. So what I understand is they grow the fungus through the cotton. It like weaves itself through it, and it almost feels like skin or fur, pelts and things like that. Um, so they say the turnover is super fast. It's not just because people are going vegan and all this stuff. It's just like the time that they're able to create this material has grown exponentially, and traditional means are just getting outpaced. Basically, it's a safer, cleaner, easier way to get that hide leathery feel. Um, and it was really cool. That like blew my mind. And apparently that's been in development for at least 5 years. I've never seen it or heard of it. But yeah, right. So we'll call it the fungus skin, or the mushroom skin. I like to call it. And then there's this paper. Okay, so bear with me. It's so hard to explain. Okay, we all know what paper feels like, right? I wish I had pictures to show you guys. Mind you, shout out to James. I got this extra phone now, so I can now have space to do more documenting and things like that. But anyway, it's kind of this like structural synthetic paper that is used for everything. It's walls. You can build walls out of it. You can build benches out of it. You can build light fixtures out of it. And you can like transform it and move it around. But mind you, it's paper. It's paper, right? But structural. Now imagine sitting on paper and it being as sturdy as wood. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like a mind fuck in a way where it's like, I know what I'm feeling, but this is doing a different type of thing than what I'm used to. Um, so those two things really blew my mind at the furniture event last week. Um, and Freeze, 2 weeks prior, that was really dope. Next time I am going to stream. Guys, find my Twitch. I'll put it in the description. Malik Titus Bridges, twitch.tv/twitch.tv. I'll be doing more lives and things like that, so you guys can see and come into these places with me, because I know it's expensive. People can't, the distance. Everyone doesn't live in New York, so even if you do, right, again, the price tag really keeps people out. But that being said, thank y'all again. I'll see you guys very soon, sooner than later this time. I'm not going to wait as long. Now I'm up and running. Thank you.